Hey y'all, so my hand's already dirty because I just bought this potting mix today and it was frozen because they kept it outside. But anyway, I think it's okay now. It's still pretty cold and it's really wet because I put a bunch of water in it to thaw it out, but I'll just squeeze it out as I'm doing the trays. So that's why I do this part. I can tell you what's happening. Let's see. I got 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so I got 2 for that. So I can't remember now if I showed y'all. Like, it's a lot of water in here. If I showed y'all when I did the eucalyptus, when I started the eucalyptus. I need my bowl that I was using for the seed starting mix, but it's in the garage. Well, anyway, I'm ready to separate that. I don't want to pot it up into bigger pots yet, but I am ready to break it up because, as you can see, they are ready to move. Some of them are getting good size. Right now, I'm going to keep all of them. I don't need all of them. In the end, I'll probably only keep 1 of each. But I think I might try selling them. Maybe. You know, why am I feeling this like I'm about to put seeds in it? I do have some seeds I'm going to start too, which I guess I can use this for that. Yeah, I didn't need this much for the eucalyptus. Anyway, that's that. But yeah, I'm planning to just keep all of it and maybe sell it or give it away or something. Just because I have them. And I hate to just, you know, kill them, throw them away or something. So, I plan to keep them. Get all the water out of that. Okay, so what else I have? I'm going to start some herbs today. And I keep saying I will likely be moving those outside at some point. Not anytime soon, but likely. Well, some of them I know I'm going to move outside. I'm growing them to put them outside at some point. Like, I got a couple of different packs of mint. So I got peppermint and spearmint. And I decided I wanted some mint for like tea and stuff like that. And I do know that mint is a bit much outside. It's aggressive. So it tends to spread. I'm not planning on putting it in the garden. I have, okay, so these I should probably not really fill. So I need, okay, these are the ones I'll use for the eucalyptus. So I'm not gonna completely fill these. Yeah, so mint's aggressive. And I'm aware that I have those pots directly in front of my porch that you have probably seen at some point. I'm planning to put them in there. And those are, like, it's rocks and stuff right there, but they could still make it down to the soil. It doesn't really matter right there. I don't have anything else growing in that area, so I don't mind. But yeah, I'm planning on putting that in those pots. And I also have some more thyme because my thyme plant died this year. Like just my regular thyme plant. I still have my lemon thyme in the front. And you know, I have that right there next to one of those pink hydrangeas. Yeah, the pink hydrangeas. They're right there by those, or it's right there by those. So, yeah. think, yeah, anyway, kind of lost my train of thought. So I still have that thyme, but yeah, my regular thyme is gone. So I bought some seeds for that and the mint. I bought another basil, and I was supposed to look this up, and I don't remember. Well, I didn't remember to do it. I bought Genevieve's. I'm trying to remember, is that holy basil? Or is Genevieve's a different one? I don't know. I still have the sweet Italian basil, which is the one I normally grow. I still have some seeds left just for me saving seeds of that. So I'm going to do some of that as well. But yeah, I got that other one too. So I just bought those at Home Depot today. I just bought all of this today. Because somebody gave me a Home Depot gift card for my birthday. And I was going to order the mint. Let's see, we'll do this one first. I was going to order the mint, but since I had the card, it was like, well, save a little money and just use the card. The other part of that, though, was I really wanted to get a mix. So I bought those two. Those were the two that they had. The two varieties they had. Oh, that one's by itself. Could have left that alone. Oops. Yeah, so peppermint and spearmint were the two varieties they have. I don't really know how many different kinds of mint there are. But I just wanted a mix. I didn't really want to do them separate. But again, I had a gift card and it was like, well, I'll save some money and just get what they have instead of ordering something and then depending on where I get it from, I gotta pay shipping. It's a bit much. So I opted not to do that and just get whatever they had at Home Depot, which was peppermint and spearmint. Okay, let's see. See those? Hold on. Let me get this in a good spot to show it to you. I hope that's focusing. I can't see the screen. So I think I put these in alphabetical order when I potted them originally. And I don't remember which is which. So what I'm going to do is when I separate these, I'm going to put a red tag in both of the trays of this one. And then I'll know that that's this one. And then the other one, I just won't put any tags in it. Okay, I should probably separate these first. But yes, I bought thyme, the 2 mints, and a basil. And then I'm going to use some of the basil I already have as well. And that is what I'm planning to start today. I don't know if I counted this little one. I don't know if I counted that little bitty one. I'll set it to the side. This one can just go back in. This particular one, again, I don't remember which was which, but yeah, I used the red tag to identify it, so I can go back and look. But this one it isn't growing as well as the other one. Like, you see how big this one is? But this one is probably the one that's just a bigger variety anyway, or a bigger leaf variety. So that might be why that's like that. So I am going to reuse this soil that was already in here, which might have been seed starting mix, honestly. I don't remember what I put in here. I probably did put seed starting mix because I wanted to give it a fighting chance. So it's likely that I use seed starting mix for these. Everybody their own little spot now, so they can grow nice and strong. This one need all of that. Just pop it in right there. It's already there. It's a little one on that one too. I don't know how many there was. Okay, let me see what y'all can see. Make sure we're good. Yeah, you can see. Zoom you in some if I can. Should probably just bring you closer. I don't really like how it looks when you start zooming in. Okay, so I'm probably going to speed the rest of this up. There's not much more to say. So, hope you just enjoy watching. All right, y'all. So we're shifting a little bit here. You may have noticed that when I did those, I did not put tags in anything. I just kept up with the order. Like I have the seed packs laid out in the order that I put them, that I seeded them, and then I placed each tray in order. So I know which is which right now, but I'm not gonna remember that later. So I am about to make some tags for these. So this is interesting. Now I remember being able to wipe permanent marker off of things with alcohol. And I scrubbed this and that's still on there pretty good. Well, not pretty good. You can see it a little bit, but that had been on there for maybe a couple of years. And then I hand wrote on this side. You can vaguely see a T right there. Hand wrote. I used an ink pen on that side. And this was the tag for the rutabagas. I can see it. Y'all just can't see it that well on camera, but there it is. You see that? There. Right there. Right, come back. Okay. But yeah, anyway. That just doesn't work anymore. And that was why I was using permanent marker on this stuff, because I thought I'd be able to just clean it off. You know, just a little rubbing. But it was not that simple. So I have some painter's tape. I was gonna just use some regular, just a clear like gift tape kind of stuff and write on that. But I had this inside the house already, and I have the other tape in the house, but I just walked past and I was like, oh, I use that instead. So I'm gonna put a little bit of this on each one, and on the mint, I'm not gonna bother trying to label each one. I'm just gonna put a tag that just says mint for that, and for the other three things, the 2 different basils and the thyme, I'll put a tag in each one. Here's another thing. So my original plan was not to do a full tray of those other 3. I was going to use 1 tray and just do 2 sales of each one. But I put mix in all 3. So I was like, well, guess we'll just use them. And I can, I'll get rid of them. So, and I also thought, it'd be nice just having them. Especially since I am starting it so early. It'll just give me a nice full aromatic space in here for the time being. So that'll be cool. And I could smell that eucalyptus while I was moving it around. I could smell it. I was like, oh, this is great. Another comment while I do this. The last basil that I did, that was the one from the seeds that I saved. That was probably obvious. But, oh, this is going to write well. Okay. And I didn't bother trying to, what do you want to call that? Would you call that chaff? So like the dried flower, like the dried flower part of that, you can still see a lot of that off in there. I didn't try to really separate that from the seeds when I saved them, but I rubbed them together in my hand. That's weird. I rubbed them together in my hand just to separate it some, but I still put all that stuff in there because some of them I could tell I didn't actually get the seeds out, and then my nails and stuff were so dirty and my hands were still dirty and a little wet, and it was just not the best setup. Here's one. Okay. I didn't realize how far over in the camera I was. I think that's the last comment I want to make. Let's look at them. All right, there they are. It's the first one. And let's turn the flash on. If that's gonna make a difference or not. But yeah, that's the first one. The second, slightly larger one. And then mint, thyme, Genovese, and then my sweet Italian basil. That's what we have in here. Oh, that right there is a ZZ plant. I think that's what that is. So I bought, this is when I was buying all those house plants a while back. Was that last year? Well, obviously it was last year. Was the year before, is what I'm trying to say. Anyway, there was a little piece that broke off, or I broke it off or something. And I was like, let me just see if this is a root. And that little thing has the smallest little tuber on it. I guess it's a tuber, rhizome, something. And yeah, I just thought it was dead at one point, but I went to dump it out and I saw that little whatever. And I was like, oh, this thing's alive. It just sits there. There it sits. But yeah, so that's that. And hopefully one day soon I have a whole little tray full of herbs. Let's see, I did sow all that stuff pretty heavy. The seeds, it's, you know, whatever, I don't know. I sold that stuff pretty heavy, so we'll see how that goes. Once it all starts coming up, I'll make a decision on how I actually want to handle that. And these, I separated them, but I didn't pot them up, and I'm hoping that just having their own space, they'll just keep growing and get bigger in the smaller trays without me having to move them up soon. I will have to move them up at some point, but I'm hoping I can get a little more time in these trays before I have to do that, now that they have more root space. And again, these are small, so one of them it was in there by itself and it was still small. So that is what it is. All right, that's it. See you guys later. Bye.